Yes, guys, and welcome from me, Challenge Manager 0102, the D.T.L Season 4 conclusion. Now, I did say that I would try and do more of these, the D.T.L's updates. I'm trying to be positive about this one, but it's very difficult because I'm shit, because I was really shit. And I think, to be honest with you, Mark probably said it exactly as it was. I do too much, he put it in nice terms, I do too much fucking around, chopping and changing. He called it tinkering, I call it fucking up. So, in terms of myself with Wolverhampton Wanderers, we finished 9th in the table, which is a shit show. It is an absolute shit show. And I think you've got to give all credit here to AJ of Manchester City. He wins the title, and a big congratulations to AJ indeed. Congratulations to Southampton and Colchester. Now, Liverpool, this is an interesting one. Redders. Redknapp, congratulations Redders on finishing 4th. But I worked something out. Now, I think it was back in Season 2. Season 2, I finished 4th. So Season 3, I thought, wow, good, I should be in the Champions League. Little did I realise, because how Mark does this is he starts a brand new save every time he does a new season. So start of theoretically Season 3 in the game for us, but the game was Season 1. So although he put Wolves finished 4th, they weren't in Europe, because in Season 1 of CMO 102 it's only 3 teams in the Champions League. And I thought, oh you bastard, that's harsh, but hey ho. So Redders, I think that same thing would happen to you unless you won the Champions League, which I'm sure you didn't. But no, he didn't. So don't quote me on that, because I do know that Season 5 will be the ODB again, the 3.960. More about that in a moment. So, congratulations to Redders on winning the FA Cup. Quite lucky to do so, but you know, certainly a good enough job over Spectral, who will be really hacked off. I mean, he finishes outside the top 4 and he finishes runners-up in the FA Cup. So let's now have a look at the League Cup, because I cannot remember. So Manchester City took it. I didn't even realise that. AJ, congratulations on that one as well. And funnily enough, he beat Preston. Now, who was Preston? I forget who Preston... Somebody was manager of Preston. I'm sure somebody was a manager of Preston. Okay, never mind. But AJ, congratulations there. Let's go to the Champions League. Spectral. Well, I got that wrong, didn't I? So, now. This is interesting, because what I've just said about Redknapp, that might be the same case with... Ooh. No, maybe it won't. I don't know. That's quite an interesting one, how that's going to work. So, Spec... Well done. Convincing performance over Ajax in the final. Congratulations there. Now, the interesting thing, right, is how Mark does the D.T.L, the Dream Team League, is with everybody, what they've won and where they finish, blah, 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 he accumulates X amount of prize money. So for me, oh shit, I've got virtually no money. Well, I think I picked up a shitty amount, and I worked out on my thread I've got about £10.8 million. Everyone's got their own thread that they can do what they want with, so I use mine to log what players I'm buying and stuff. That being said, Mark does do it all anyway. So where we are now at pre-season and deals. So now this is a case of, let's pretend I decide I want to fuck off. Let's pretend that I want to hypothetically fuck off my best player. Who should we take? Claudio Lopez. One of the guys might say, send me a PM and say, Mike, how much for Lopez? I'm probably not going to sell him outright, and maybe do an exchange deal. And we'll do that for a few weeks. And then at which point Mark will then start doing auctions again, where basically, you may recall from one of our previous videos how the auctions work on this game. I think it's fucking brilliant. I think the interactive side of things is really good. It's a lot of fun, you know, it's a lot of fun, and having to, you can't just toss off all your money on one player like some people do. So, I mean, fuck knows what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. So the interesting thing is, at the end of every season, what Mark, I can't remember if Mark decides it or if he let the league winner decide it. I can't quite remember, but he has announced that we are going to stay on the ODB for the 5th season. This will be the final season as ODB. So he's going to start a brand new game, ODB again. We'll all have the same players, minus, add, whatever players we buy and sell. And then after Season 5, Season 6 will then be the next official update, which to my reckoning was the 3.968. So for fuck's sake, Mark, do not put those Greeks on the auction list. He also unlocked, for the new season, unlocked a new tactic. And the new tactic unlocked, I'm trying to remember what it was he said that he's doing now. I think it's 3-5-2 defensive. I think it's that there. I'm pretty sure it's 3-5-2 defensive. Personally, I don't like it. So I'm probably going to stay with my 5-3-2, to be honest with you. My arrowed formation, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Going back to me being shit, right? Now, this is a thing that I haven't really thought about in playing this game. So I bought Brozerk, who's an absolute beast on the ODB. But the bottom line is, he is a beast after Season 1. So Season 1, I'm always going to be playing the first season in the game. He's never going to achieve what I want him to. And it's the exact same with this guy, who looks a complete shower of shit. He does turn into a really, really good player within about 2-3 seasons. And again, that's my fuck up. So the way I read it is, and I'm not the expert on D.T.L whatsoever, this is the first time I've played it. D.T.L, so Season 5 will be an ODB again. So Season 6, as and when, Mark will, he said it'd be the next official update via SI Games, which I think is a 3.968. So if Shane Tolley on that update was an absolute fucking monster, then I'm in a good position. So what I'm going to have to do is, when he says which version we're going to be using, I've got to quickly download it, install it, and look at the players that I've got and think, right, well, he's shit on that version. He's shit on that version. I do know that when he goes to the next version, we'll revert back to the top 4 going into the Champions League. I remember us having a conversation about that. Right, okay, so, so in terms of me, you know, yeah, I'm shit. I mean, who are my best players? Montero, I mean, how many red cards did he get me? 1, which isn't too bad. Jesus Arellano is one of my go-to players. I do like Jesus Arellano. I'm not 100% on what formation I'm going to play next season. It's likely to be that 5-3-2. So what Mark will also do after we've done some human transfers to one another, some deals, and I think he'll do this before he does the auctions. He will. He'll every player that's playing will get a selection of offers for some of their players, not all their players, just a selection. So he may say, let's say he cherry picks 10 of my players. Right, Mike, so you can sell Lopez to the AI, as in back into the game. No one else will get them, because he will not put them back on onto the auction. He's going to offer me, I don't know, let's say double his value, so 19.5 million for Lopez. They're offering me 16 million for Franke, and so on and so on. And obviously, with certain players, I'll think, well, he's a shower of shit, so I'll fuck them off, and it'll also give me a little bit of money to work with. That's, of course, unless I can't make a deal with players, with people. So he used to do it where I think he put an offer in for every player, which at the time, and like situation like now, would be fucking great, because I've got a huge squad. So and this is where I fucked up a lot, and this goes back to me being shit again, because I've got so many players that I'm wanting to give every fucker a chance. So yeah, that's that. So let me also point out, we've obviously had a few people, Mark's had a few people pull out of the D.T.L, and I understand he's had 2 or 3 players come back in for the new season. I think someone's taken Preston. I'm pretty sure somebody's taken Preston. I forget who it is. So, I know Tottenham are no longer managed. Yep. So, let's just have a quick look at the First Division. Oh, I see. Bolton. Who was Bolton manager? Oh, Eversham. That was a lot. I didn't even realise that Eversham. a little bit harsh. Oh, see Mark Stokes. So they both went out in the playoffs, and Hull City did it. Who's in charge of Hull? Remind me. AMC. Well done, AMC, on your success. I don't think we've got anybody in the second division, have we? No. And I will check, but I know we've got no one in the third division. Okay, that is that. So that is where we are at, guys, with the D.T.L. It could be quite a while before the next update comes in, because I do know Mark's going to work on another project whilst we're doing this, whilst we're doing the player-to-player transfers. In terms of player-to-player transfers, who do I want to get rid of? I mean, there's a lot of players that I didn't even give any. He's not one of my players. He's clearly come into the game. There's clearly a lot of players I didn't even give opportunities to. It really depends on what formation I'm going to play. I don't really. I mean, that I think that's the formation that's unlocked. 3-5-2. I don't know. I don't like to up top, to be honest. I mean, I can change the arrows. Remember. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe something like. Maybe something like that with 2 DMCs. I don't know. It's a tricky one, isn't it? That is a real fucking tricky one. I don't know. Really don't. It's gonna be a real tricky one. I think my goalkeeper has been shit. Clearly, that's an issue. Fernando Rickson's had 3 games. Maybe I should have given him more games. I mean, that would tell me to play a flat 4 at the back, but 4-4-2, and then I can play Arellano ahead. I don't know. You know, it's a tricky one. Montero, Halagic did really well for me. No one else really did well for me. They're all fucking shit. Epali did really well for me. 11 goals, 11 assists. Claudio Lopez did well for me. We said Arellano, Rodrigo, Cristiano Zanetti. I don't know. It's a tricky one. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm always intrigued. If any of you guys that are watching play this, then share it with us. But what we'll do very, very quickly before we go, let's have a look at what setups the guys were using. Let's go to our champion. So yeah, he was using 5-3-2. Let's go to Southampton. 5-3-2. Same sort of similar formation, just different arrows. I quite like them arrows, to be honest with you. Colchester. Let's just see how Vieira got on, because obviously I sold Vieira. One red. Okay, so a good season for Colchester, no doubt about that. And as you can see, a flat 4-4-2. But I think he brought Manalo off me as well. I'm sure he did. He's had a good season, hasn't he? Okay, on to Liverpool, 4-4-2. Interesting. On to Chelsea, 5-3-2. On to Leeds, 5-3-2. Who's in charge of Leeds? I forget. Oh, Dweverson. Okay. On to Newcastle. Now I believe Eben has pulled out now. Eben is in charge of Newcastle. I'm sure he's pulled out. So Eben was playing 4-2-4. I don't personally like that formation in this game. And he's got a very shrunken setup, I think it's fair to say. Tranmere are playing 5-3-2. I don't even know. I can't remember what other formations are unlocked. Man United, Ian, 5-3-2. Leicester, 5-3-2. Let's have a quick gander at the first division. Let's have a look at Bolton, 4-3-3. Interesting random arrow there. Stoke, Mark, 4-4-2. And finally, Hull City, who did we say it was? AMC, 4-4-2. Paul Mercer, I hate that bastard. So yeah, if you've got any input you want on this one, guys, then share it with us. And until next time from me, take it easy.